The year is 2042. You wake up, yawn, and reach for your phone. Wait, reach with hand? You've got 2 extra limbs. This is the reality for everyone. Imagine waking up in a world where humans have always had 4 arms. It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, but let's dive into this fascinating what-if scenario. Having 4 arms would fundamentally change the way we live. Everyday tasks, our careers, even our social interactions would be completely revolutionized. Think about it, no more struggling to carry groceries or type on your laptop. With 4 arms, the possibilities are endless. But it's not all sunshine and roses. There would be downsides too. Imagine trying to navigate a crowded subway car with 4 arms or finding clothes that fit properly. It's a world full of both exciting opportunities and unique challenges. Let's explore the fascinating, funny, and sometimes frustrating implications of a 4-armed existence. Imagine the possibilities. You could sip your coffee while reading a book and brushing your hair, all at the same time. Multitasking would reach a whole new level. Productivity would skyrocket as we could accomplish twice as much in the same amount of time. Parents could hold a baby, cook dinner, and help with homework simultaneously. Construction workers could handle more tools and materials, speeding up building projects. The efficiency would be remarkable. But imagine the coordination required. Our brains would need to adapt to controlling 4 limbs independently. We'd probably see a surge in new forms of physical therapy and coordination exercises. Clumsiness would be a common sight, at least initially. Overall, daily life with 4 arms would be a whirlwind of efficiency and chaos. We'd adapt, of course, but the learning curve would be steep and full of hilarious mishaps. The fashion industry would undergo a seismic shift. Sleeves would be a thing of the past, replaced by innovative designs that accommodate 4 arms. Imagine shirts with multiple armholes, flowing robes with built-in sleeves for all 4 limbs, or even detachable sleeves that could be added or removed as needed. Accessories would also need a makeover. Watches could be worn on 2 wrists, doubling as both a fashion statement and a practical timekeeping device. Gloves would come in sets of 4, and jewelry designers would have a field day creating pieces that adorn all 4 arms. Think about the possibilities for self-expression. People could coordinate the colors and styles of their clothing for each arm, creating a unique and eye-catching look. Fashion shows would be a spectacle of ingenuity and creativity. Of course, there would be challenges. Finding clothes that fit properly would be a whole new ballgame. Tailors and seamstresses would be in high demand, and mass-produced clothing would need to be more adaptable. Many professions would be revolutionized. Surgeons could perform even more intricate procedures with 2 extra hands to manipulate instruments. Musicians could play multiple instruments at once, creating entirely new genres of music. Chefs could chop vegetables, stir pots, and flip pancakes with incredible speed and dexterity. The construction industry would experience a boom. Workers could carry more materials, operate heavier machinery, and complete tasks in a fraction of the time. The same goes for manufacturing, where assembly lines would become even more efficient. But some jobs might become obsolete. Why hire 2 people for a task when one person with 4 arms can do it all? This could lead to increased automation and potential job displacement in certain sectors. The workplace would need to adapt to accommodate 4-armed individuals. Desks, tools, and equipment would need to be redesigned, and safety regulations would need to be updated. It would be a period of significant change and innovation. Section 5, Sports and Combat. Sports would be utterly transformed. Basketball players could dribble 2 balls at once, making them nearly impossible to guard. Baseball pitchers could throw with twice the velocity and spin. The Olympics would feature entirely new events that showcase the unique abilities of 4-armed athletes. Combat sports like boxing and martial arts would be fascinating to watch. Fighters would have to develop new techniques to defend against twice the number of punches and kicks. The strategies and rules would be completely different. Imagine the intensity of a 4-armed tennis match or the agility required for 4-armed gymnastics. It would be a whole new world of athleticism and competition. Of course, there would be concerns about fairness. Would four-armed athletes have an unfair advantage over their two-armed counterparts? It's a debate that would likely rage on for years. Section 6. Socializing with forearms. Social interactions would take on new meaning. Handshakes would be a four-handed affair. Hugs would be twice as warm and fuzzy. Dancing would be a whirlwind of limbs, requiring incredible coordination and balance. Imagine the possibilities for sign language, with four hands to convey even more complex and nuanced messages. Music performances would be electrifying, with musicians using all four limbs to create captivating rhythms and melodies. But personal space would become even more important. With four arms flailing about, accidental bumps and pokes would be more frequent. We'd have to be more mindful of our movements and surroundings. Despite the adjustments, a four-armed society would be a vibrant and expressive one. We'd find creative ways to communicate, connect with each other, and celebrate our unique physicality. Section 7. The challenges of having four arms. Life with four arms wouldn't be without its challenges. Simple tasks like driving a car, using public transportation, and even fitting through doorways would require extra effort and ingenuity. Imagine trying to squeeze onto a crowded subway car with four arms or finding clothes that fit properly. Coordination would be a constant challenge. We'd likely see a surge in new forms of physical therapy and coordination exercises. Clumsiness would be a common sight, at least initially. Socially, there would be a learning curve as well. We'd need to redefine personal space and develop new social cues to avoid accidental contact. Imagine the awkwardness of accidentally hugging someone with all four arms when you only meant to shake their hand. Despite the challenges, humans are incredibly adaptable. We'd find ways to overcome these obstacles and create a society that accommodates our four-armed existence. Section 8. 4. The win. A world with four arms is a world full of contradictions. It's a world of enhanced productivity and hilarious clumsiness, of fashion, innovation, and social awkwardness. It's a world that challenges our assumptions about what's normal and forces us to adapt in creative and unexpected ways. While the challenges would be numerous, the possibilities are too intriguing to ignore. A four-armed existence would be a constant source of fascination, humor, and wonder. It would be a world where the only limit is our own imagination. So let's embrace the chaos and celebrate the extraordinary possibilities of a four-armed life.